Was that just muted the whole time? Oh no, it was muted the whole time. I was talking to myself. Holy moly, I was literally talking to myself. I'm sorry, that means, okay, at least game sounds were on. That's something at least, I guess. But I was definitely talking to myself there for a long time. Also, the whole intro and the whole thing was done muted, I guess. So the whole rules as well. I'm glad you're here. Anyways, apologies about that. Technical difficulties. I'm doing well, brother. How about you? And thank you for asking. Oh no. Okay, yeah, that's bad. That's a shame. Whoops. Typical Hoplo stream. Something must go wrong, right? But hey, we have fun. We have fun. Seems like when they net, they also do a mini aggro reset, get reset. I'm not sure yet. This seems to be a pattern now. Second time this has occurred now that he went for somebody else. Gonna have to focus here a bit more, I guess. It's not that great. How have you been, man? Oh, thanks for watching from Twitch, by the way, also. So I need, I'm actually very close to Twitch affiliate. I need different people to watch my stream on several different dates, basically, from Twitch, and then I can get affiliated on Twitch as well. So that's kind of nice, You know, it's advancing the channel a little bit, so I'm wondering how that will work out and if that plays off into something or just absolutely not. We'll see. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Very, very busy lately, but also some very nice stuff and some very not nice stuff. Got family that went to Israel on holiday and they're actually stuck there now, my little bro. So quite concerned about him. And yeah, so some stuff is good, some stuff is bad. Yeah, tell me about it. I told him not to go. Oh my, yeah. That's okay. Hopefully. So far so good. There's a joke that I think it was Hateful Eight or whatever. I don't remember really, but Chris Pratt cowboy movie, something decent movie. And there was a joke that whenever I say this sentence, I actually said that at work today as well. Somebody said it, and I'm like, every time I hear that, it's the thing I think about. Now, I don't know exactly what the joke, how the joke went, like word for word, so I'm going to paraphrase it a little bit, but you get the gist. Some guy was thrown off a very tall building, and on every floor that he went through, there was a person at the balcony asking him, "Are you alright?" while he was falling, and he kept answering, "So far, so good." So every time I hear that sentence, that's what goes on in my head. So far, so good, you know, until you hit the floor and then you're dead. I love that one. It makes me giggle every time. Like in professional meetings, you sit there and somebody says, "Yeah, so far it's been good. So far so good," you know, and you're like, "Yep, so far so good." Well, the reason why I'm backing off right now is because even more doggos are coming, but I guess we'll have to commit to the doggos. Is the other watcher? We have other watchers coming as well. This is going to be very interesting to me. Commit to this one. try. Bloodhounds real quick. Something is shooting me from a distance as well. Yes, let the warden there went ahead and got away from us, so let's go ahead and sheep him. It actually plays in our favor. And I am gonna miss Desperate Prayer a lot. I'm not gonna lie, from Dwarf. Desperate Prayer is pretty legit. But yeah, Draenei mana is way better. It's just group-wide, right? It's just a group-wide insane amount of mana restored, so Heroic Presence as well, but Heroic Presence we'll get through the Shamans. So that's not highest prior, but yeah, just trying to maximize everything. Yeah, you pick the time, but you never know there, right? It's just a explosive barrel waiting to go off at any moment there, always, so like when is the right time to go there? Okay, let's do this then. There we go, and then let's do lower of the World of Warcraft audio a little bit. How does this sound? A bit better? Ah, thanks. Always some tweaking to do. The microphone also always goes like into its default state or something like that after a while. It's kind of weird. Like I have him usually pretty high, but then I find that a couple of times it just goes and does whatever it wants. Usually happens if I don't stream for too long, so that's on me. Sorry, I had to scratch my nose so that mob got away. I could use Curse of Recklessness, but so far it's not been too damaging where they run, so we're alright. Let's range pull into this little nook here. Disarmed. Another disarm. Need to equip a weapons chain onto the shield, or I need to equip a weapons chain onto the weapon. If I get a decent weapon to equip a weapon chain too. Wow, that's just chain disarming. That is horrible, man. With 3 of these guards? Jeez. Was basically weaponless this entire fight. Okay, look at double. Okay, I'm just fighting one-armed. Unarmed, I mean. One-armed. There we go. Oh, I also did get a new enchant. Can I use it actually right now? Let's see, I got the enchant shield. I can indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Yay. Sweet. More stamina. It's not bad. 5 stamina. Okay, we got 9 minutes on buffs. Gotta remember that we now have two separate buffs that we can do, which is basically the 1 hour buff and the 30-minute buff, so I need to look at them separately. Another disarm, sorry. You're definitely effective. I'm messing up the priest's buttons a little bit now. Don't know if you've noticed that, but I have. Getting a little bit too low at occasions where we shouldn't get this low. What do we want from this boss right now? Interrogator. So, I mean, this is always good. This is always good. What do we not need? This one I don't need, and this one I don't need. So basically just keep dropping these two. That's amazing. Whoops. Let's get out. But wifey's with her, so we're all good. Oh, I hear you, Mouch. I don't blame you too. I don't blame you. It's I'm really doing this group right now purely for content. Otherwise, I would have waited for just the pre-patch where you can boost your tunes. So once you can boost your tunes, I'm fine with that because you also have the pre-patch event, right? And the pre-patch event is pretty nice. You can also get a very rare tabard there. So if you're going for those kind of things, I would definitely play the Scourge Invasions. They're very good. You can also get like catch-up gears there and stuff like that, so I would just boost the character to 58 and play them, absolutely. And remember, you also cannot boost, well, I don't know for sure, but following the last 2 times that Burning Crusade launched, you cannot boost the Draenei and stuff like that, so you do need a team anyways for boosting those guys up, so yeah. Boost the mage to 58 and then use that mage to boost those guys is also a very valid option. And a lot of people have gone that way, by the way. Even JC has been just leveling his actually a retail team. So, I mean, I hear you. I've also been prioritizing life a little bit. I know it's hectic, but I've been prioritizing it a little bit, so... And yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of why I keep doing this group, because I figure, hey, I can still use the other ones to boost, you know? So even if I boost myself to 58, you know, the other characters that I need, I still need to level the 2 Draenei Shamans and the 2 Draenei Priests. So that's 4 tunes. And I mean, I can just use a mage to boost those up. It is boring as... Oh, it's so boring to do, but... I mean, it works, so... Really, when I went from... back then I had, you know, the rogues with the main team. When I went from rogues to just pure ranged to the mages, it was... Oh, it was horrible. A horrible experience, really. It takes so long to boost and it is so repetitive and boring, but it is faster than leveling, so... I still opted to do that. Till I had the mages ready to replace everybody. Which is still active. I mean, well, active. The team is still there. It's the Horde Classic Era 10-man team. Sorry, I couldn't let go. I couldn't let that opportunity pass me by to get that patrol there. I know we're not quite ready to handle it, but we're good enough. And it's just these guys, they're not elites. I'm keeping the option kind of open for me to not boost some other ones so that I will have it. But honestly, if you get a 58 boost, you can just boost your team up. And if you don't care about Draenei, Shamans, or Priests or stuff like that, Draenei in total, but then you're fine, completely fine. And but Shamans are so good, so I don't see a reason not to have them in your team. Honestly. Don't forget, Burning Crusade, they gave Bloodlust, yeah? So, I mean, that alone is just makes them worth. Also, Draenei themselves have the best mana regen ability. Draenei priests have the best mana regen ability ever. Yeah, exactly. I mean, all you need to do is honestly just level a mage up, which you can do solo if you want to go that route. If you know you're going to be boosting yourself, you can just level a mage solo and go that route. Leveling a mage solo is also very fast. You just do AoE boosting in the world, out in the world, and you could also there's also an AoE boost that you can do for yourself in Maradon, which involves the turtles and stuff like that. Yeah, I got you. Nah, just wait for the 58 boost, honestly. This content, we've done this content before, you know? So, that's the thing. If this was new content, that's kind of what I was saying also last stream and this stream. If they would have introduced the races and the shamans and the paladins, you know, in the beginning, at the beginning, this would have been like a fresh take on the 1 to 60 content with something else. It would have been, well, yeah, just refreshing. And I would have had more, I don't know, motivation to do that, I guess. And it would have been fun. It would have also been fun to see, you know, how it affects the damage meters, which pretty much everybody knows exactly what's up. You know, warriors are top. That's it. It's done. Well, what else do you want? So they could have done that. It would have been a lot of fun. All right, now we have to be careful here. We do get a pool now that is a little bit more difficult. So I'm gonna go ahead and do. Oh wow. Why aren't you working? Oh, that explains why some of the things that I said before haven't been working. My mouse seems to be not working well. Okay, interesting. It's a problem for later. So now we get quite a big group. And this time that I know for a fact that we're gonna get the side mobs, I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. I'm gonna slow down a little, and I'm gonna try the sheep one actually, which is hard to do considering the paladin, but I am gonna try. There we go. Needed to slow her down, that's good. I want him. Sorry, the mouse is not working. Okay, that didn't work out at all, and I forgot about that. Okay, that just went bad. And we got another patrol on us. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. I approve of this wipe. So there was another patrol here, by the way. And I forgot about the fears. Sweet. This is what I was saying about the patrols in this area. They are brutal. They really are. Okay, but it's fine. We got Soulstone and I didn't use it because, well, I knew what was coming. As soon as I heard the other mobs. I need to take these tunes a bit further back. I was too close and I actually hit the sheep, but also the fact that my mouse doesn't work is very bad because I need those buttons to work. So I am wondering why they don't. Oh, did not want to print screen. Not unlock doesn't work as well. Very weird. So I have the Razer Naga, and I've got things mounted and configured to certain sides, the side buttons, and they're not working right now. Okay, that seems to work now. Okay, good. Yeah, that works now. There we go. Sorry about that, technical difficulties. I don't know if you noticed that, but I had to like go ahead and manual click something there for a second just to get it running. I mean, click instead of using my Naga buttons. Can I get him up enough? No, I can't. Okay. So I've said that before. This little menu that I have here is directly linked, is directly mapped to the way my Razer Naga layout is for the 12 buttons at the side. And when that doesn't work, it's bad because it's a lot of skills that I actually use. Fantastic mouse that when it works. Although this one is not on it, yeah. Almost there. Don't have a soulstone now. I need to get Blessing of Protection done on I need to get a macro done for Blessing of Protection on Prey Station. We're waiting for the Hound Patrol right now. I'm gonna proceed up to get the Hound Patrol before we start the boss. There's not a chance that I'm gonna do this again without getting the Hound Patrol first. Also, I need to find a way to weave the Curse of Shadows into my combo, into my macro with the Warlock. The thing is, it's tricky because the Warlock already has a more complex macro than the rest with Life Tap, which also messes up at some points. So weaving that one in, just not sure it will work right. See what I meant with the threats? It drops threat, I think. I do believe they drop threat there. Weird. When they net, I lose aggro. Annoying. Alright, where is this patrol? As soon as I pull that, they're gonna come at us, but it's okay. There's just absolutely no way I'm starting the boss without killing that patrol again. There they are. Perfect. Stop DPSing for a moment, get that hound. I moved a shot there and it annoyed him a little bit too much. I get it, I get it. I didn't have enough thread there. That's on me. Well, obviously, I got nobody else to blame. Fun this, right? I wonder if there's another patrol that I haven't heard of and that is going to appear out of nowhere. Fear Ward. There we go. I remembered Fear Ward this time. Too bad we didn't even get to kill that other mob over there at the side, like one of the hounds. If I killed one of the hounds there, would have been very happy. All right, this is far enough and not too far back. Let us drink. And we just soul stone too. Oof. Getting good rune cloth here. Love it. We do need a lot of it. All right, let's go pull again. Oh wait, did want to do this. You know what we'll do now? This time I'll do this. Let's slow them down. This will give me a moment to gather my thoughts, as they say, and see who I am targeting. Because I wanna take this guy out or this guy. There we go. Nope, bloodhound, bloodhound, bloodhound. Okay, Valentine's Torturer. Resheep that guy. Forgot to reapply this. PlayStation is in trouble. I'm back. Reapply that. No need for another mana burn. There we go. Now we can get the Warden. Yep, there we go. It's okay. Nope, I didn't check though, to be honest, if I got an update. Did you get an update for Open Multibox? There we go. They're dead. We're alive. Not the smoothest of kills, but I mean, it worked, so I'll check if there's an update after this stream. I keep forgetting to reapply Fear Ward. That was my bad there. So we almost died there, but we didn't in the end, so that's okay. Hey, another cape. That's awesome. Actually, already have that. So he already has the Spite Caster cape. Sprite Chaser cape. Okay. Time to get this Sprite. Actually, you know what? Does this have stamina? I mean, this has stamina, intellect, spirit, and damage and healing done. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking 8 stamina less, 4 intellect more, 4 spirit more. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. Don't hate me for that. I need the DPS. I need the threat. I need the threat. Oh, then I'm not downloading it. But there are two things, yeah? There are two things. There's Open Multibox and there's Open Box. Boxing, the same company makes actually two things. One of them is with broadcasting, right? For games that still allow it. And one of them is without broadcasting for games that don't allow it. So, did you download the right one? They have really similar names. Yeah. They have really similar names. Like, and it's the same company, so they look also the same. So you need to pay attention to that. Yeah, download the right one. Okay, so for those who don't know, who don't understand what I've done, I've traded Grovekeeper's Drape, which is 12 stamina and 10 nature resist, for Spritecaster Cape, which is 4 stamina. So I lose 8 stamina. But I gain 4 intellect, 5 spirit, and most importantly, damage and healing done by magical spells and effect by up to 14. Now, why is that important? Because Consecrate actually works with spell damage. So that means more threat. More damage is negligible, but more threat is the most important thing to take out of that. So very, very nice upgrade, I think. It also looks really cool. I like the color scheme, so I'm happy with it. We got a patrol incoming. I want to get this patrol first. And I think that we'll just go through here, kill these guys, and go and see what we can do about Lord Rockor. So. Look at that damage spike. Oof. Ooh wee. Oh, hang on, wifey's typing. We hung up new curtains and they have a very interesting way of hanging, and basically the glue that was provided, the way that was provided to stick them, doesn't really work as intended or as advertised, and we had to use like 3-second glue instead, but we only used it at several places and we haven't used it everywhere yet, so we keep hearing noises from below and we think the other points have failed, basically. I think we're now at, so it's 2 curtains, and I think for now, let's just stun that guy. It's very annoying that they run over there. I think we've glued, out of 8 junction points that needed to be glued, I think only 2 weren't glued, and we heard, I think something fell again, so we'll probably have to glue these 2 again. Wishful thinking that we didn't glue them to begin with. But hey, okay, we're almost losing Hearth Raider here. Actually, it's Hearth Raider. I don't know why I'm not just point healing him. We're not distracted, it's insane. Drain Soul, we do need that now. But if I get, what are they called again? Edge Masters, I'm gonna be very happy. Just gonna sell them immediately. And basically not buy anything. Just pure gold. And then we'll be able to. Also, I was asked why I'm not planning on buying epic mounts right here, like in this phase. And it's basically because next phase epic rating is going to cost 100 gold. So, no point. Oh, I see your message now, Meowch. Hang on. Yeah. So that's the 2 things. So they got 2 things. They got open multiboxing, an open box. And it's two separate things. All right, so you got the new one now. That's good. OneDrive overwriting all your stuff. That's horrible. I don't personally use OneDrive, but how do you mean? Why did it override? What did it do? What did they do? I think the other room also has mobs in it. Yes. There's actually a quest here. I don't know if Alliance have this quest even. Oh god, can I get him in time? No, I can't. Okay, so now we need to do some damage management. Okay, very fun. Not sure how to handle that when they go off script, basically. What? Doesn't OneDrive have a backup of things somewhere? Like, doesn't it keep last versions? That is horrible. That's horrible behavior. Otherwise, it's like from the app, from OneDrive. Shouldn't be like that. Yeesh. Not nice at all. That shouldn't be the case. Go check out in deleted files, like in OneDrive web. Go check your deleted file, like your trash bin. See if you can find the items there. Yeah, just don't. I don't know. I don't use OneDrive. It's I'm a Proton user myself, but I also don't use that for backups. I have a complex system. I could get into it, but I have my own NAS device running Unraid, which is also fully backed up to CrashPlan, which is an offsite backup server with an additional offsite backup server. Never mind. I have a lot of backup redundancy here at home. My computer itself also has the Microsoft Storage Spaces solution for the storage itself. So basically I only have the OS running on an NVMe separately, and then I got the storage spaces, which also has a bit of redundancy and parity built in and stuff like that. So maybe I'll start another channel for my geeky stuff, with like explanations of how to do it yourself for home. Yeah, I know. Like mine is overkill. I mean, I wouldn't use a USB, but I know that mine is overkill, and there are way like simpler solutions for that, but that's why I said I'm not even gonna go into too many details of what I'm doing here. But yeah, I just love it. It's also really a hobby and stuff like that, so it's a lot of fun. I'm a super geek, super nerd. I know, I love it. I just love that stuff. I love to play with it, and I also highly recommend it for anybody that likes their own stuff. I also host my own images, for example, and stuff like that using Imig, and so kind of not relying on, you know, external parties for my data, basically. I know I say that, and then I say also that I have, you know, Proton and stuff like that, but they are only redundant backup. I'm also a Proton Visionaire, so I joined, you know, in the early days of Proton, I subscribed for the package, and basically Proton like gave the Visionaries over 6 terabyte of storage, which is kind of unheard of, let's just put it that way, and it's been really fun to use that a lot. I also use, sorry for going all technical here and stuff like that, but I also use Cryptomator for just basically another layer of encryption, despite the fact that, you know, it's all encrypted and all stuff like that. I don't trust external parties at all. So Cryptomator creates an encrypted vault on the cloud for you to use with any cloud provider with your own, you know, stuff. And anyways, yeah. I have fun with these things. I have fun with these things. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention my computer is backed up to the NAS, to a separate pool, and the pool from the NAS is also backed up to CrashPlan as well as to my own computer, and from my own computer to a Cryptomator vault to Proton, and I have even more redundancies than I need. I just too many redundancies for a normal sane person to have. But I'm insane, so I like it. And you'd think like, holy moly, what do you even have? Yeah, you know, the family photos, they're all synced over there. My own personal code files, which are also at Git, so they're all pretty much all available. And projects, you know, stuff like that. All the documents, things like that. Taxes, whatever. Yeah, you know, people think that always, and then a hard drive fails with a lot of photos and family photos and memories that you had, or just documents and receipts and things like that. And you'd say, all right, I can get those from, you know, my email provider or whatever, but I found those to be unreliable, and you usually get lost in the mix. And like I said, it's also more of a project type deal. It started very basic with just getting a NAS and using that, and then you're like, all right, but the NAS isn't really a storage solution, and if you start going into it, you get all sorts of weird problems that you might encounter, like bit rot, bit flipping, stuff like that, that cause issues, or just your apps that decide to delete photos and things like that. So yeah, there you go. All right, see, did have stuff years ago, but hardest drive failed. So for me, the whole experience with backing up, in addition to having the NAS started very, very early on. I really liked having a NAS and having additional storage and stuff like that, and it was just a toy, but back then it was really small. For university, for my 4th year of the bachelor's for software engineering and the 1st year of the master's for software engineering, my hard drive failed. And not only did my hard drive fail, my NAS had like an issue with one of the things that was supposed to decouple files. It just deleted the files basically. And that's when I realized, okay, I'm gonna go bananas on this thing, and I'm gonna make sure it never happens again. And ever since then, I've been trying to do just that. Go bananas on it to make sure it never happens again. So yeah, it always starts with a failing hard drive. I lost my thesis, so it was a rough one. GitHub was just beginning back then. I am old, and stuff like that. So Yeah, it was a very not nice experience. I lost a lot of material for university, and I lost my thesis work and stuff like that. So it was rough. I had to start again with a lot of things. I had some rough copies, but nothing concrete, and it was just a pain. It was massive pain. Never since then I've been doing a lot. And don't get me wrong, things still go bad. It's you know, Darwin. Anything that can happen will happen. Darwin's law, by the way, is anything that can happen will happen. It's not just bad things. It's anything that can. Usually people say it about the bad things, but it's really not just the bad things. But the bad things are definitely more memorable than the good things when it comes to that kind of thing. Yeah, it was really bad when the hard drive failed. I lost like the university work was so much, because I was so I was working and I was doing the bachelor's fourth year last year with the master's first year. It was like I think that they offered we were the first ones to do the bachelor's at our school, and they picked, you know, some students from the bachelor's. We were the first to do the master's, sorry. We picked some students from the bachelor's, the stuff like that. So it was basically like, it was already a lot, and losing all that work was, and it was also, you know, the homework and all the projects we were working on at the time, and just work that was also lost in the process. Yeah, it was a lot. Less than ideal. Well, the thing you gotta keep in mind, and I'm gonna say it flat out, NAS is not, how do I put it very, very simply? NAS in and on its own is not exactly backup. So, and what I mean by that, it is a valid point of backup, and if you only have your computer, it definitely doesn't hurt to also have a NAS. But what you should really try to follow is the 1-2-3 rule about files, and the 1-2-3 rule basically states something very, very simple. Every one file has two additional, mind you, the additional copies in 3 separate locations. And what that means is the one file that you have, right, is on your main computer. That's one location. Then you have 2 separate copies, and those 2 copies are in different locations, right? So you would have the one file on your computer, the one file on your NAS, and then somewhere else, because the NAS can fail as well. Now that is really, really taking it far, because modern NASs, first of all, they're reliable. Second of all, you know, you got parity drives, you got redundancy, you got things in place to not do that. But a very important reason why I'm saying that is because it also depends on, oh my god, this has gone so geeky and technical for this stream, but I like talking about that, so I'm sorry. So it also depends on what you use. Do you use ZFS? Do you use parity? Do you have protection from bit rot? Do you have protection from data corruption? Oh, no, don't be sorry, I love this. I'm sorry for the other people that are watching this on the VOD. And so you have a lot of stuff that you need to take into consideration when you're doing that. And there's also like time-based backups, right? So you can go back in time to a previous version of the file, to a previous state, to previous things. And if you don't explicitly do something in the NASs to enable this sort of behavior, they don't do that. NASs are also sort of designed to have storage that's available, so that you can use it as a hard drive, network attached storage, so that you're using it as a hard drive. Obviously it's not as fast, but it's perfect for, you know, movies, pictures, stuff that don't have to happen fast. and a lot of storage for cheap. Whereas backups, you can see them as more of a static things. You only upload to it. You never actually use it and download it, except for when the proverbial poo hits the fan. And then you just download it. And backups, they are usually way cheaper, extremely slow, depending on how much data you have. And they offer a ton of, you know, versioning and things like that, so you can see the file. With good backup solutions, you can see the file years in the past. So since the moment you made it, anything and everything, and all the file versions and all the things. So there is a difference between these two. Now, for the layman's terms, honestly, getting an NAS at home is obviously much better than having no backup at all. But in this regard, probably a cloud service would be better, depending on how much storage you're using, and then just use Cryptomator or something like that to encrypt it in your own personal way and with your own personal encryption. And it would be better because the cloud providers do have zone redundancy and geo redundancy and stuff like that. Basically, imagine the following scenario. You have all your backup copies, even if you make 50 of them, at home. Like you have a DVD Blu-ray drive with backups, a NAS, your computer, whatever, and your house burns down. Well, GG. Everything's gone. So, yeah. Sorry for going into such depth with this thing, but I really love this topic, by the way. So, there's a lot to keep in mind when it comes to these things. Well, once you go down that rabbit hole, it's really, really fun. By the way, I love going down rabbit holes. When it comes to software, geeking, also coding, also stuff like that, I absolutely love it. It's my forte. I absolutely enjoy researching technology and things like that. And home labbing is really fun. And as soon as you go into the world of, by the way, I highly recommend Unraid. Highly recommend Unraid. You also have TrueNAS Scale, which is fantastic, but Unraid is just such a solid solution with so much just ease of use, put it this way, for simplicity's sake, and you can just take your old hardware. Hey, Z's Gaming, how's it going? So yeah, I'd highly recommend that, by the way, Meowch, if you're gonna look at that. And again, you can start really small, and there's like very cheap hardware from AliExpress, from like TopTon. Don't buy anything, but TopTon are pretty good, and this is another company that I forgot them. They make like really, really, really low TDP, pure NAS servers, which is fantastic. Motherboards, that is. But then again, you can also go the non-DIY route and buy a pre-made NAS, Ugreen, stuff like that, Asus Store, NAS Store, things like that, also fantastic. How's it going, Z's? By the way, I hope I'm not butchering the name. I know we're getting low, but I'm not healing because, yeah, I don't have the threat. Hopefully we have the threat now. Yes, we do. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you were the one that got you also got like that 10-minute ban and then immediately unbanned. Okay. I didn't have it. But yeah, you're not the only one. Blind also had it from Discord. It was really weird. So a couple of days ago, A lot of people got, for those who don't know, a couple of days ago, a lot of people got just you are banned for using hacking tools. And all of a sudden, like 7 minutes later, they got, you know, you are unbanned. Sorry, we made a mistake. So it was really, really weird. But so it happened to you too, Zees. Man, that must be a shocker. Holy moly. Just getting that email. I mean, your heart must have been somewhere else, like all the way to the feet. I remember when I got the banned email, man, that was just, oh, such a hit. Yes, I also got unbanned, by the way. I'm here. These are the same accounts. I bet. It's definitely not fun. Well, I'm glad to hear that worked out as well. Oh, really? You were like live? Oh, wow. No way. Oh no, that must have been so horrible to experience. Oof. These guys still hit a tremendous amount. It really doesn't help when I lose threat. Eesh. Well, I'm super happy that it's okay. Oh no. Nah, yeah, there was something. It was really weird. I think they were testing out some new system, but I'm not sure. And I'm also wondering, also very happy that I didn't get it, but yeah, you weren't the only one. And then you get that spam of emails, banned, 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 and then unbanned, 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 unbanned. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we get reported so much, let's be real. I love the conversation that I had with someone that literally said, no, I'm reporting, even if I know that you're legit, I'm reporting. And I like pointed out in the rules that the funny thing is that he thinks he's serving everybody an upholder of the law. And I'm like, but he is literally breaking the terms of service and the terms of use himself. And then he didn't reply anymore. Oh yeah, you should definitely record all the gameplay. You should absolutely record all gameplay, and that's why I stream everything that I do as well, just to have it live. And that's honestly, I still to this day believe that that's what helped me get my account unbanned with the first time that I got banned, is the fact that, first of all, GM Beth's chat is awesome. And the second is because I literally stream every single thing that I do with the team. It gets rough at some points in time, yes. When you just want to play, you know, and not have the pressure of streaming. But I think it's very important. Oh, okay, I see why we're not dealing any damage. Our mage got left behind a little bit, and our mage is a top damage dealer. Okay. There we go. Well, I'm very super happy that, you know, it was just a mistake again. But yeah, that is such a shocker to hear, to get that message. These pools are rough. I'm not gonna lie, these pools are rough. There are a lot of mobs, quite high level. They deal a ton of damage and they disarm. Yeah, it's very important to have video of the gameplay. I always say that. Record everything you do, even better, just stream it live. You don't have to talk, you don't have to do anything. You can stream it private if you want. Like it doesn't have to be live, but have everything recorded. And on YouTube it's very easy because you don't have the storage. You don't need billions of terabytes of petabytes of storage space. Okay. So you were also one of the ban waves. Yeah. So that time it was also A lot of my viewers got banned that time that I got banned, but I didn't hear of any other one that got their account back, actually. Even Zadok didn't get his account back, Demon Leary didn't get his account back. Yeah, I don't think anyone did, actually. You're the first one that I'm hearing that got it back that time. You and me. Nice. Not at all. That was so bad. That was such a hit to the channel. I was on a roll back then. It was super demotivating. Thanks, Meowch. Sure thing, bud. Appreciate you for being here, man. Really do. Yeah, I asked back then. I asked for an account from someone from the account team to check my. Oop, there's Rockor. Yes, we're giving Rockor a try. Hang on, hang on. Wait, is he going back? No, he should be coming here. Oh no way! He actually went back. Wait, what? Okay, but at least we know he comes here, so I don't have to go all the way in. Yes, so what I understood from GM Beth's chat too is that the usual game masters... Oh yeah, I'm trying as much as I can. So the usual game masters, they cannot look into Warden, which is the anti-cheat from Blizzard. They cannot look into the data from Warden. So they can't actually do anything about it. So you gotta ask for your account to be reviewed by the account management team. And the account management team, they do have access to Warden, so they can see what programs you've been running and what stuff you've been doing. So I think it's a combination of those two elements. So first of all, that they actually looked at it, and the second that, yeah. That was a mistake. Okay, there we go. Got him back. I needed to move him from everybody, so... Fire guards deal a ton of damage. I get this fire guard down, then it's fine. And smooth sailing from here, unless he comes out. Okay, so I actually hit him. Hoping Rocker doesn't show up now. Still pretty low here, but hey, the XP has been going well. Actually at 35k XP an hour this one, so it's really nice. Maybe we get a ding here now. Oh no, Kiddo is standing up. It's okay, Kiddo will cry, but her mom is with her, so it's alright. Ooh, no, 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 no. That was so close to a pull. That was so close to a pull. Literally had nothing in my inventory to do anything about it. That was insane. Maybe it is time to use Curse of Curse of Recklessness. Alright, let's pull these guys too. Yes, because I want to loot it. But also because there's no fire guy here, so we're fine. Gotta say, I'm liking the new cloak for the DPS, for the threat at least. Gotta pay attention to Lord Rocker, because as soon as you see a patrol in this game, by the way this works is, the patrols, they patrol really, really, really slow. But if you see a patrol, then they move faster. I know it's weird, but it is, it really is a thing, apparently. I also found out about it recently. Learn new things every day. Okay, where do we kill Lord Rocker? Or, well, kill. I wish we kill him. But where do we attempt to kill Lord Rocker? I think here is fine. I honestly do. And I am scared to pull more, because we'll need full mana for him. Okay. I think we go back a tiny little bit and we move the group over there. Yes, and we'll tank Lord Rocker right here. I'm gonna do Fear Ward. I know he doesn't fear, but I'm just gonna have Fear Ward up. And now it's a little bit of a wait because he goes, his patrol is pretty big, but it should be fine. Okay, so Glocky is about to level. Well, actually, everybody's about to level. That's very nice. I need to get that. That's going to be level 50 for Hearth Vader and for Prey Station. That's insanely good. It's big. Love it. All right, let's do rebuffs. I need rebuffs. Okay, we're good. Gotta wait for Lord Rocker, sorry about that. There he is. I was sure he has some other ability that made me worried, but this is just easy as heck. And we dinged. And we got the Stone Guard shot. Okay, okay. Smoking Heart of the Mountain. Nice, nice. Very nice. Okay. Glocky dinged. Good. Where were we with Glocky? Doing weird stuff that we don't need, actually. Sure. Nice. All right. Kind of want to keep killing stuff. Let's see if we could do... It is midnight. Never mind. I didn't even notice. Time really flies when you're having fun. Oh, we are so close to dinging though. Nah, but nah. Midnight is far too... Oh no. It is so late. I didn't even notice. I was really having a blast here. Alright, that's actually a really good one. We got both bosses down. So I'm very happy about that. And yeah, we're doing well. We'll move with each one separately now, because if you actually follow, then they start running backwards, which is kind of weird, but yes, it happens. And now we can follow everybody properly and actually run faster. Let's go. I need to buy arrows for the next time, but we will do that next time as well. Okay, let's repair and sell. Very happy about today. Very good XP. Advancing in the levels. Very, very nice. Thank you so much for watching. Zeus, glad to have you still. And thank you for watching and, you know, for talking and for being here. Meowj, thank you so much. I hope my deep delve into this topic of back account is good. Zeus, good luck with the new team, and may you never get banned again, because that is horrible. And I'm very, very happy it worked out for you. And looking forward to seeing your next videos. Also, guys, check out Zeus Gaming. Zeus Gaming, also a multi-boxer, very fun to watch. Go ahead and give it a like, a subscribe for Zeus as well. Let's support the community of multi-boxers. All right, thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I hope you have a fantastic night. I will stream again as soon as I can. Hopefully tomorrow. Doing my best here. All right. Good night, everybody.